be known as the person that like to give unsolicited advice. That was so good. I'm talking so much that I bit my tongue. But you know, maybe I need to shut up because sometimes when people piss you off and you're gonna get too angry, someone will say to you, bite your tongue, bite your tongue. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be making some jerk chicken, but we're gonna do it in the oven. Traditionally, this is a meat that's marinated for at least 1 day and with a lot of spices and all those great flavors. So as you can see, we have our chicken already seasoned, and the reason for that was that the cool thing about jerk chicken is you can marinate it, stick it in the freezer, and when you're ready, you just pull it out and it's ready to go. So right here we have our chicken that's already seasoned, but I want to go ahead, because it was in the refrigerator, I want to go ahead and give it just a little bit more flavor. So right now we're sprinkling just a little bit more of our dried jerk seasoning on top of it. All right. And then we have our Wakazud jerk. We're just gonna dab a little bit on it. But I'm telling you, this Wakazud jerk right there is a good way to put flavor, and we want to get a little bit of like sweet and spicy. So we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of honey on top, and then we did grease our pan with a little bit of canola oil. So now we're gonna put this in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about, this is hard, for about 45 minutes. And then we'll check it after that and see if this is done. So guys, I'll see you in the few. All right guys, so the last time I did the Dollar Tree gnocchi, you guys seems to really enjoy it. So I was at the dollar store yesterday and I got another one, all right? So right there you see we have some Bertolli Alfredo sauce. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little bit more cheese to that, a little bit more spices, and we're gonna just transform it into like a Cajun sauce. And then right here we have the bacon. Everybody say bacon makes everything better. I think we have 2 really thick strips of bacon. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of oil to our pan, and we're gonna fry these up until they're nice and crispy. We're gonna saute with some onion, garlic, peppers. Whew. And then we're just gonna cook our gnocchi for just 1 minute, because we're gonna be sauteing this into that and kind of reducing our Alfredo Cajun sauce. So guys, this is gonna be delicious, because guess what? We're having jerk chicken and bacon Alfredo gnocchi. Doesn't that sound mouth-watering? Guys, stay with me because you don't want to miss this recipe in mukbang. In our pan right here, we have 1 tablespoon of canola oil. We're gonna go ahead and add in our bacon. What we're trying to achieve with this bacon is nice, crispy Lordons, okay? And what Lordon means, based on what I understand, is just nice crispy bits of bacon. So we're gonna saute these until we get nice crispy bacon bits, and then we're gonna drain the excess liquid, put this to the side, and we're gonna start working on the rest of the recipe. So here I come. So our chicken has been going for the last about 28 minutes. All right, so right here, if you haven't seen this before, we're using Walker's traditional Jamaican jerk season, hot and spicy. And in a cup right here, we got 1 tablespoon of that and 2 tablespoons of our homemade jerk sauce. All right. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and get a brush, and we're just going to brush this on. This is going to help with the caramelization again, and it's going to help with the flavor, just intensify the jerk flavor. Then we're going to stick this back in the oven and let it go for another 30 minutes. So it's going to take between 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of your chicken. So you won't see this jerk chicken until we're ready to mukbang that thing. You understand? So we're gonna start working on our bacon gnocchi. So I'll see you for that. Guys, so right now we have our Alfredo sauce in our pan right here. We're using Bertolli because that's a really good Alfredo sauce that's already made. So I always just like to doctor it up. If you watch earlier videos, you'll hear I say I consider myself the sauce doctor. But so I added just a little bit of our Creole seasoning. I don't want to add too much because bacon is going to be in this recipe. You don't want to add too much seasoning to this. And then we're going to add a pinch of cayenne pepper, a pinch of ground paprika, and then we have, this is my new favorite thing that I've found, garlic pepper seasoning. We're going to add a decent pinch. You could classify this as a pinch or maybe like a half a teaspoon. And what we're going to do, we're just going to put it on the stove to heat it through. And then over on the stove, we have a quarter of a green bell pepper, a fourth of an onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to saute that in the bacon fat. And then we're going to set it aside with our crispy bacon too. So once we get our sauce ready, and we saute our peppers and onion and kind of saute our gnocchi into that bacon fat, then we're just going to transfer all of that over to our Alfredo sauce and just mix it up. And then we'll be ready to eat. So guys, stay with me because this is going to be one simple, delicious recipe. So, as you probably know, I don't like to waste anything if I don't have to. So in our pan right here, all the bacon fat that we had left from our bacon, we did add 1 tablespoon of butter to that. And we're going to kind of caramelize the peppers and onion and garlic and kind of get rid of that nice flavor from the bottom of the pan. Once we do that, we have our pot boiling over there. We're going to boil our gnocchi for about a minute and a half. It's recommended to boil for 3 minutes. But we're going to do a minute and a half because we're going to continue to cook it for another minute in our Cajun Alfredo sauce. So we're just going to continue to saute this. Once it's done and our gnocchi is done, and we're going to throw our gnocchi in and we're going to saute those in here, and then we're going to pour it into our delicious sauce. Our jerk chicken is ready. So we're almost on our way to eating. So guys, stay with me. Guys, so our water has been boiling with some salt in there. We're going to go ahead and add our gnocchi. And as we said, we're just going to boil these for a minute and a half because it's going to go into our Alfredo sauce. So we're just stirring that up. And we're going to boil it for a minute and a half. We're going to move over to our vegetables, our peppers, onion, garlic. You see how translucent they're getting? The flavor is starting to do all that bacon bits and stuff in the bottom. So we're going to boil this, and then we're going to remove it and remove the water and throw it into a pan and saute it and pour it into our sauce. So we're almost ready. As you can see, we just finished draining our gnocchi. We're going to go ahead and add it to our saute pan. We're going to turn back up the heat because we want to kind of create a nice little texture on this. So we're just going to saute this for about 3 minutes, and then we're going to get it over to our sauce. Reduce our heat, and we're going to pour in our sauce. So for our sauce, I did add some black pepper to it and a little bit more Creole seasoning. Just look how beautiful that looks. We're just going to fold in our gnocchi to that. We have our bacon. What we're going to do, we're going to add half of our crispy bacon. Ooh, I think I added all. Let me take out a few because we want some to garnish it once it's done. So I'll see you guys in the mukbang. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we made some bacon Creole Alfredo gnocchi. As you can see, we got this gnocchi from the Dollar Tree, but of course, Adrian has to transform this into something delicious. And then we have our jerk chicken right here, non-traditional, but it looks like it just came off a charcoal grill. Can you believe that? Well, it's me, of course. Woo! Let's hope that didn't come off too cocky, but you know, I try to at least give myself a little bit of praise, which I depend on a lot of people to do that for me, but you know, sometimes you got to give yourself some self-affirmation, you know? So, we're going to pray and then we're going to dig in, all right? Father God, as we come before in your presence, we want to thank you for this food we're about to receive. Take care of all the impurities. Let it be of nourishment to our body. In your son, Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. All right, so before we get started with this, the voice is not 100% today, so we're gonna be drinking some orange juice. But I gotta give you a look at that deliciousness. Just look at that. Can you see it? Let me bring it up closer to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's take a. All right, let's see how we can beautifully. Sometimes I cannot get the right shot of my food, but you know what? We're gonna put it up close. We're gonna take a thumbnail. All right, let's do a little bit further. All right, we got it. All right, so you know I make my own jerk sauce. We got some right here. Hey. All right, so we're gonna first cheers to you. Cheers. I love orange juice, but I don't like the one with the pulp. All right, we're gonna start with some of our gnocchi. Make sure we get some bacon in there. Take a bite. Oh my goodness. Wow. That bacon. Wow. Delicious. Let's dig into our jerk chicken. It's still hot. Wow. Let's get some sauce. So, we're going to talk about two Jamaican sayings that I live by. And the first one goes like this: if you want good, your nose have to run. I mean, essentially, that means if you want good things, you have to work hard for it. Good things don't come from comfort zone, you know? And that always stuck with me because I grew up realizing that you can get 100 opportunities in life, and if you don't seize that opportunity at the right time, your blessing can have just passed and you have to wait a long time for it to come back around. So I say to you today that if someone ever proposes you with an opportunity to do something that you've always wanted to do, sometimes it's not that easy to make the decision right away because you're like, I got a lot on my plate. I'm not available to do this. A lot of people out there are single parents and sometimes it's hard, but let's say what you got to do, because sometimes people will give you opportunities, and if you can't seize that opportunity right on spot, then it just leaves you. And God will never present an opportunity for you that he knows that you wouldn't be able to take on. So you got to trust in God and have faith. Or those people who don't believe in God, trust in whoever you believe. I'm not telling you to do this or do that or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to force beliefs on people. But that's just it. A lot of people talk about luck, say you're lucky. There's no such thing as luck. It's about seizing that opportunity at the correct time. And then the next one that a lot of us struggle with. A lot of people struggle with numbers. And they'll watch the other person. They're like, oh, we started the same time. or I started before them and they're doing better than I am and all this stuff. You know, it's kind of hard sometimes when you see that when in your man, you're putting in the work and then you start comparing like, oh, I got better content than that person is just, but sometimes that person's personality is what gets them to the top, or just grabbing a niche that needs someone to do it. So the quote goes like this: me come for drink milk, me not come for count cow. Not literal, meaning that they're calling someone a cow. But what that essentially means is that in this YouTube space, you're here to make a legacy for yourself, make a name for yourself. You shouldn't be coming into this YouTube space thinking, oh, there's millions, maybe billion people on this platform. What you need to do is you need to come in, own your craft, do it to the best of your ability, be consistent, be real. Because going into like 2020, and this has started maybe 2 years ago, people are more gravitating to things that are real. They don't want to be involved in no foolery. You know, people want to have genuine people to be a part of their team. So look how beautiful that skin. I don't normally eat skin. That skin is very chewy. I think I didn't let it stay in there. I think this skin, well, no, I don't think that's my fault. You know, some chicken, their skin is really rubbery. But yeah, so sometimes this road might seem tough, but we just gotta keep grinding. We gotta keep at it, because what is for you can never be for anyone else. So if this has always been your dream, this is your talent, just keep on grinding. And don't seek approval from people. Because, I mean, it's good to be recognized for the good work you're doing, but don't let you continue to do the work be of someone commenting and say, oh, Adrian, you're doing a wonderful job. Sorry. It's always good to hear that, of course, because it keeps you motivated and you know that someone is watching you and they're seeing the hard work you're putting in. But I say this to say that if no one ever comes on your page and say, oh, Adrian, great job. Like when I just started here on YouTube, I used to have 20 views, probably no comments, probably 1 or 2 likes. And how's that? I see people get 2,000 comments, and I don't even get one. The only comment is on there is me like, please subscribe. And now I'm getting between 50 to 120 comments on a video. So once you grow, once people start recognizing your consistency and your work ethics, then people will start falling in love with you. But you know what? I enjoy making good food, making good content, sharing some experience, sharing a little bit of 2 cents, as we say in Jamaica. I don't know if they say that in America or anywhere else around the world, but your boy likes to put in his 2 cents when asked, of course. Because I don't want to be out in these streets be known as the person that like to give unsolicited advice. That was so good. I'm talking so much that I bit my tongue. But you know, maybe I need to shut up, because sometimes when people piss you off and you're gonna get too angry, someone will say to you, bite your tongue, bite your tongue. So maybe I'm doing too much. Look how moist that chicken is. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Guys, I'm telling you, I so enjoy making these videos. It's so much fun. It's great when you have a little bit of knowledge and you share it with someone. But the last time when I made this, I told you all that it's very filling. Because this is a lot of carbs. Mm. I love a good jerk chicken. It's winter time now. You can see how tender that is. Nobody got time to be outside grilling. So you know what? You got to find recipes of jerk chicken that you don't miss the jerk flavor. Sorry. And you can do it indoors. But this is a simple, delicious recipe. And I'm so excited for you all to see more. I'm so full already. It's not even funny. But a lot of times, I'll say I'm full, meaning I'm filming the video. And once I cut the camera off, then I finish eating the food. So I think sometimes it's just a mental state. I'm like, I've been eating for X amount of time on camera and talking too much. I don't want the content to be too long. But if you guys like these long content, just let me know so I can continue to make them. And as you always know, I like to finish my drink. This orange juice is so sweet though. I think they should start cutting down on the sugar. Or maybe because I had the honey on the chicken. I don't know. But guys, I enjoy spending time with you guys. So if you like this content, if you like this personality, do you? Go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and comment down below your favorite moments of the video. What you'd like to see in the future. And I want to say, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss your boy new upload, you know? And I want to say thank you all. Peace, love, and great energy. Love you all. Peace.